Okay, so I mean, one of the more interesting things about the day was actually the night, which was, sleeping in our room, hearing cacophony of birds and the stream running through. And of course, we had a creature visit us in the middle of the night that was scratching at our roof and so on and so forth. And that was a memorable first night, you know. We ended up right here in this little veranda space, and we had some good early morning conversations with Jorge. Um, but we went from that to breakfast, and breakfast is its own thing. Every meal was just unbelievable. And from that, we went to first visit the chapel, the school, and then where the workers live. And frankly, each one of those is very dynamic. But the kids, the school was uber dynamic because, I mean, what they were learning and the fact, that they were writing in their blue books and so on, um, the level of education they were getting was really quite phenomenal. You have to think about it like a one-room schoolhouse in the old American system, but that left a very deep impression. So definitely a changing of lives there. Um, the facilities being provided for the workers are exceptional for this part of the country. But then, other supplemental things is that there's a pharmacy clinic, and then, of course, a food store, and both those things are great. The thing that they do here that is also exceptional, it's like everything is exceptional, but they have a technical school for the local farmers here to learn how to farm better, identify their coffees, understand the grading system and so on, understand fertilization, pest control, and all that. And they also have a class that certifies you in cupping coffee. I mean, the level of stuff that's going on here is like just beyond my imagination. We went for a big hike up to the fields, and we're talking steep grade mountains, and of course every view is just like the most beautiful view you've ever seen. But understand the idea of shade grown coffee. The standard for shade grown is 40%, but they exceed that 50 to 60%. And what that does is it makes the coffee, or the sugars in the coffee, develop better. And that's sort of the outcome of that. There's other great reasons why, because you're using indigenous plants and so on and so forth. We did so many things yesterday. We went out to look at where they compost, and we learned all about worm pea. And the more times I can say worm pea, the more excited I am. And we basically ended the day with a celebration with the children. So all the kids we met in the school and the balance of the kids, we had tamales, which is sort of a celebration dish because it takes 12 hours to prepare. And the tamales, in Nicaragua are unique. Every Central American country has their own way of making them, but it was certainly a full, complete, big day. I forgot, we stopped in to see Carlos, so we looked at the initial green bean varieties and so on, and we had a great conversation there too. But I'm only skimming the surface. That's it.